Previously on Stargate Atlantis.
You have some Wraith DNA.
She can actually see what's happening.
I am on a ship.
Receiving an IDC?
Who is it?
Stargate Command.
All we have to do is hold out until the Daedalus gets here. Then we can use the ZPM to power the city shield.
Multiple signals, sir. We couldn't see them until they were right on top of us.
Colonel Marshall Sumner was a very good friend of mine.
You admit to firing the shot that killed him.
The Wraith. They are in Atlantis.
They're sending in another wave!
Fly the puddle jumper in stealth mode right down their throats.
You volunteering for a suicide mission?
You can't.
I have to. You know it.
Taylor, I'm hearing gunfire. What's your status? Taylor!
Weapon is armed and ready.
Going in.
And now the conclusion.
Major Shepard, decloak your jumper immediately.
What? Who the hell is this?
Authentication Alpha Charlie 1, decloak now.
Detonation in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Target has been neutralized.
He did it.
Yeah. He did.
Dr. Weir, I'm picking up another ship.
Another hive ship?
Negative. I'm reading IFF.
Atlantis, this is Shepard.
John?
What other Shepards do you know?
Oh, thank God. No, it can't be. We saw the hive ship go up.
I assure you, Dr. McKay, that Major Shepard is alive and well.
Who is this?
Colonel Stephen Caldwell, commander of the Daedalus. We are ready to assist you.
Thank you.
We are very glad to hear it, Colonel. And I assume we have you to thank for saving Major Shepard.
We were monitoring your transmissions as soon as we came out of hyperspace, but we couldn't beam him in until he decloaked his jumper.
Didn't take much convincing.
Dr. McKay?
Prison, yes.
I trust you'll know what to do with this.
Your ZPM, sir.
How did they do that? The Daedalus is loaded with Asgard technology. And the beaming technology is the first part of it. They've got things like...
Let's say we get the shields back up. What say we?
But we still have Wraith all over the city.
After we deal with this other hive ship, we'll assist you as soon as we can. Caldwell out.
Sir, we have incoming enemy fighters bearing 320.
All forward railguns stand by. Launch all fighters.
Previously on Stargate Atlantis.
We saw the hive ship go up.
I assure you, Dr. McKay, that Major Shepard is alive and well.
Who is this?
Stephen Caldwell, commander of the Daedalus. We are ready to assist you.
Rodney, we need the shield up in 40 seconds or we're dead.
Okay. With only one functioning jet again, we can't expect to hold on that long.
Are we talking months? Weeks?
Days.
Oh, what if they thought we were gone?
Destroy the city, you mean?
No, we just make it look like we did.
We fake a self-destruct.
Is it working or not?
I think they bought it.
He should be dead.
I'd like to report for duty, ma'am.
Dr. Becker released you?
Who's Ford? I assume that's him in the jumper?
Shut it down!
I can't! The jumper's in control!
Find him.
Maybe.
Hey, what are you doing up so late?
Couldn't sleep. Must be the burden of command. You know, ever since I was promoted to lieutenant colonel.
All right, Johnny, it's been almost a month. When are you going to stop trying to find a way to bring that up in every single conversation?
Yeah, you gotta understand, there's a lot of people in the Air Force who never thought I'd make it past captain.
Well, obviously, the people whose opinions matter the most thought otherwise.
What about you? What are you still doing up?
I think I got used to falling asleep to the sound of the ocean.
Well, McKay says we're already at the edge of the Pegasus Galaxy. You'll be fine once we get back to Atlantis. You know, it's funny. I spent the past year wondering if I'd ever see Earth again, and as soon as I got there...
I know you feel. God, it was extremely convenient to be able to step through the gate and be at Stargate Command in an instant, and now this feels extremely inconvenient. Having to spend 18 days cooped up in the ship to get back.
You know, until we find another ZPM to power the Earthcade, that's just the way it's gonna have to be.
Dr. Weir. Colonel Shepard, there's been an accident.
It's Dr. Monroe. What happened?
I don't know. But he's dead.
You know, when they told me I'd be traveling to another galaxy, visiting strange new worlds, defending humanity against unimaginable alien threats, this just is not what I pictured.
We could be saving Earth right here, right now, Major.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
Through a greater understanding of the long-term effects of severe ozone depletion on plant life. You may not want to admit it, but it's a real danger.
Oh, yeah, sure. Global warming, wraith attack. I see the similarity now, you're right. Yeah, it's great. Hey, not too far, Doc, okay?
Not to worry, Major. Don't think there's much chance any animal could survive long-term effects of exposure to the sunlight on this planet.
So not a place to build a summer home?
Oh, it's the fact this vegetation is thriving. Somehow, it's managed to persist despite what should be extremely destructive ionizing radiation. Oh, would you look at that? Now, what is a Williamsonia swardiana doing here? Major!
Doesn't look like the sun killed him.
What do we do?
Coughlin, this is Lauren. Any activity?
No, sir.
I got a dead sucker here. Looks KIA, no more than a day old. We're on our way. Come on, Doc. Let's get you back to the gate.
I don't understand.
Well, neither do I. All I know is he didn't do that to himself. Come on, let's go.
All right, about ready to call this one. Look like there are any survivors.
The cullings are getting more and more intense.
You said it yourself.
Too many wraiths woke up at the same time. Too many mouths to feed her.
Hands to feed.
Well, we're heading back to the gate. Meet you there?
Sounds like a plan. McKay, Beckett, you having any luck?
Negative, Colonel. We haven't found anyone.
Make your way back to the gate.
Will do. Beckett out.
So, maybe you should pick some wildflowers from around here. I think she'd get a kick out of that.
What are you talking about?
You got a date tomorrow night with Katie Brown, right? She's a botanist. She never gets to go off-world. So.
What's this now?
It's nothing.
You have a date, Rodney? With a woman?
It is simply two adults sharing some friendly... Yes, with a woman.
Well, she's excited about it. Not sure why, though.
How would you know?
Girls' poker night. I know a lot of things, McKay.
And I'm sure it is none of your business. This is inappropriate field conversation.
What? I was just suggesting that you might want to pick some flowers.
Yes, and maybe you should just do your job, which is to protect us.
Shut up.
Shut up! Let me tell you something.
Stop speaking. Dart.
We have a dart incoming.
Move it!
Seeing us, it'll blow Atlantis' cover. Anyone get a clear shot?
You take it, understand?
It is heading towards the gate. We damaged it, but it is still on its way.
Wait, McKay, Captain, have been meaning to board that dart.
Cameras to dart, making it back to the hive ship. Familiar?
No.
Me either. I do not believe I've been to this planet before.
There's no sign of any settlements, at least nothing recent.
Other than the smoke from that campfire.
Ah. Yes. Well, I mean, other than that.
I'll land within a few hundred yards.
Primitive. Definitely primitive. Probably not even worth making contact. What is that smell?
Hello?
It appears they left in a hurry.
It's not used to their friendlies coming out of the gate.
What are you... Oh my God, he's tasting it. What do you know what that is? That could be their laundry.
Pretty good.
Oh yes, good idea. And when you're finished with their porridge, why don't we try their beds,
Want some?
How good is it?
Leave it be, Goldilocks.
Get out!
Take cover!
What the hell's in those slingshots?
You all right?
Fine.
Oh! You know this is not the way to make new friends! But we'll leave if you want us to! Take that as a yes. Let's go back to the jumper. Taylor, you're on point. I'll take the 6. McKay, help Ronan.
Don't worry about me.
I'm a warrior. Let the man give you a hand. Everyone in one piece?
Yeah, thanks to that ship.
Be still.
Yeah, I like their timing.
No kidding, you see that thing?
Yeah, I saw that thing.
Unidentified ship. This is the security vessel Poros. Follow us immediately, and we will lead you to the city.
Understood, Poros. Thanks for the help back there. That's how you make new friends.
I'm just saying, as a team veteran to the new guy, heavy lunch before mission departure, bad idea. I mean, even with the inertial dampeners, this whole flying thing is best done on an empty stomach.
Yeah, well, I've got a pretty strong stomach.
Hey, I can eat frozen dinners without thawing them. Sometimes it even affects me.
Okay. Are you reading anything?
Nothing. Life signs from the planet are negative.
Then it is a shame. From what we read in the Atlantis database, the Durandans were a wonderful race of people.
Well, the database is over 10,000 years old. You can bet things have changed around here.
Shepard.
Okay. That's not something you see every day.
There was a great battle here. That is a hive ship.
That was a hive ship.
Something put a lot of holes in it, all right. We should check it out.
Oh, what if whatever put holes in it wants to put holes in us?
Well, like you said, a lot's changed in 10,000 years.
That would explain the lack of life signs.
This is what usually happens when you fight back.
These folks took out a fleet of Wraith ships. I'd say they did a pretty good job fighting back.
Hold on. I'm picking up faint energy readings coming from... there. That would explain how they were able to put up such a good fight.
How?
Because they were ancients.
Another great vacation getaway in the Pegasus galaxy.
Where is everyone?
There's smoke from the chimneys. They're inside.
Huh. Can't say I blame them. Nothing I hate more than a damp cold.
Let's check this out. Howdy, folks.
Who are you?
Shepard. This is Taylor, Ronan, McKay.
You from Matira?
No.
Over the mountains, then. A little further. Huh. Then you've come a long way.
You'll be in need of food and drink. Sit.
Take it you don't get any strangers around here?
Nope. Especially not those that travel near dark.
Why is that?
You really don't know?
Callum. What's your business here?
No business, really. We're just travelers.
Then you best keep traveling.
Yeah.
All right. Wait! Goran, you can't send them out there.
They look like they can take care of themselves. May not even start tonight.
It's been 3 months. How much longer do you think it'll wait?
Hi. What are you talking about?
The Damus.
Never heard of it.
It lives in the forest. It'll be feeding soon.
And it is what, some kind of an animal, or?
It's a creature. It has the appearance of a man, but it can suck the very life from your bones. Leaves only a dead, withered husk behind.
Sounds familiar.
Previously on Stargate Atlantis.
This is Weir. What's the nature of Major Shepard's injury?
Some sort of funky alien bug attached itself to his neck.
Part of Elia is human, and part of her comes from a creature we call the Aratus bug. Now, it's possible by means of this retrovirus that we could strip away those parts and leave only the human parts behind. Good Lord. She took the retrovirus.
You said it wasn't ready.
It's not by a long shot.
You okay?
Yeah. This really isn't necessary, Doc.
Yes, it is. You've got a serious laceration in your arm and you lost a good deal of blood.
Yeah, I'll enjoy the ride, Colonel. They're making me walk.
You have a splinter, Rodney.
Yeah, it's a very nasty, painful splinter.
All right, let's have a look at this. Cute. This might hurt a wee bit.
I'm sure it will.
This doesn't sting?
No.
Well, no, you have a high threshold for pain, but this...
This is what?
Gone.
What?
The feeding mark. It's completely healed.
May I join you? It's called chess. It's a game.
They've been sitting there like that since I sat down.
Those two, they play every single day.
Neither one of them's even blinked yet.
Well, it's not really a game of action.
I can see that.
It's all about strategy. He's planning his next move, and the move after that, and the move after that.
You guys do a lot of that around here.
Yes, we do. I take it that's not how you prefer to do things.
No. I'm leaving.
Hey, Ronan, wait. Just because we do things differently doesn't mean we can't learn from each other. And Colonel Shepard has already invested an incredible amount of time and energy trying to make you an integral part of his team.
I'm leaving the table.
Oh.
Is that okay?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I thought
Dr.
that...
Weir?
Rodney, what is it?
Something you should see here.
I'm on my way. I'm leaving too.
Okay.
Okay. What is it?
That is the signature of an ancient ship called the Aurora. With the ZPM now powering the city, we've been reactivating dormant systems. That one tracked the location of ancient ships during the war.
A warship.
Oh, see, look at his eyes, all lighting up again. It's Pavlovian. I cross-checked the logs. They were on a reconnaissance mission. When we activated the ZPM, the city must have sent out some kind of an automated subspace beacon, recalling ships back to Atlantis.
How long before it gets here?
Well, given that it's at the edge of the Pegasus galaxy, let's see, carry the 42 million years. Should we go wait on the porch?
So we take a jumper through the nearest Stargate and check it out.
Clever, but wrong.
There are no nearby Stargates.
Not within jumper distance, no.
Which leaves us only one way to get there. Please don't force me to remind you that I do have discretionary power to utilize the
I'm well
Daedalus,
aware of the
but-
extent of your powers, Dr. Weir. They end at the hatch of the ship.
Colonel, do we have to...
Relax, Doctor. I happen to agree. The value of an ancient warship in our hands instead of the Wraiths is more than enough incentive for me.
Good. Colonel Shepard's team is ready to go.
No, my crew can handle this.
My team is far more experienced with ancient technology.
My people will only get that kind of experience by going on this kind of a mission.
Not this mission. We discovered it, we check it out. Your crew can cut their teeth on something else.
Fine. Colonel Shepard's team ready to go in an hour.
They're ready now.
Previously on Stargate Atlantis.
I'd like to report for duty, ma'am. Lieutenant, what do you think you're doing here? Just give me something to do. I don't think so.
Don't push me around! Where's the rest of the ensign?
Lieutenant Ford may have been your friend, but he's not anymore.
We're only here searching for a friend.
You guys all think I'm crazy or something.
No, no one thinks that.
We think we can help him if we can find him.
Look, this drug is messing with your head.
I'm not just fine. I'm better than fine.
Lieutenant!
Don't.
Ford!
This is ridiculous.
Well, keep complaining about it, and we may get there faster.
Well, couldn't we have met these people on a tropical beach planet populated by tall, blonde women?
Whoever wants to speak with us obviously values their privacy.
Yes, well, I value my time, and this is a waste of it.
What's a waste of time is listening to you, Rodney. This is the mission.
Yeah, well, it strikes me that this is a mission better suited to one of the lower echelon teams.
Lower echelon.
He means to say less important.
Got a tip from one of Taylor's contacts. We're following it up.
And this is like what? The upteenth tip we followed up in search of a ZPM?
Rodney.
Look, I just want to make it clear that every second I am out of my lab is a second the galaxy goes without another groundbreaking...
We have to get them to the gate before the people realize they're missing.
You guys okay?
Oh, yeah. Fine.
Seems like a whole lot of trouble to go through just to get us to dinner. Not a talkative bunch, are you?
If we release you from your bindings, you promise not to attack us?
Sure.
Yeah, I promise.
Before we untie them, they have to know that they're among friends.
Ford?
Thought I was dead, didn't you, Shepard?
Previously on Stargate Atlantis.
Ford?
Thought I was dead, didn't you, Shepard?
Jace here has really fine-tuned the enzyme. We've gotten so good we can even lace food with it.
Congratulations. You just had your first dose.
You're gonna help us destroy a Wraith Hive ship.
It's been a slight change of plans. McKay's gonna stay here while we run the yacht.
Shepard, you there? I think I might have set the alarm off.
What do you want?
The one who flew a
And now the conclusion.
The ship.
Where did you get it? You mean the dart? We call them darts because they're so pointy. Tell me. Where? I really don't want to say. I don't even know your name. In time, you will tell me every... Tell me what? What's wrong? She didn't even tell me her name.
Unharmed?
Yeah.
Where'd they take you?
A little Q&A with the Queen of the Hive.
What'd you tell her?
It was a short conversation. She walked out.
Why?
I don't know, maybe she was late for a meeting.
No. There's something else. I sensed she was agitated, even angry.
Why?
Another hive ship has arrived.
Why do you have to park so far away?
This ridge was a little further away than it looked. You can't just land a jumper anywhere, Rodney.
No, it doesn't matter now. I think we're almost there.
Rodney, do you even know what it is we are looking for?
Yeah, well, whatever it is, it's around here somewhere.
What's around here?
Whatever it was that was causing the energy spike we detected from the puddle jumper.
Any idea what that looks like?
I'll know it when I see it. And I see it.
Looks like a door.
Yes, it is remarkably door-like.
Well, looks like the only way through the ridge anyway. Runs for miles. All right, let's check it out.
Whoa, there's something there.
What?
There's some kind of an energy barrier right on the threshold.
It disappeared.
Or it went right through a cloak.
Well, it's many of the same properties as a cloaking field.
Yeah, the ancients did tend to hide all the really cool stuff.
Yeah, I'd just like to be able to explain these readings better before we stepped through. Give me a branch. You got tape? Because I got a camera. I didn't ask for a log. Thank you. Okay, so tip it to the stick. We extend the camera through, record for a few minutes, pull it back, play the recording.
Yeah, Malp on a stick.
Yes, Malp on a stick. Very clever. Are we done?
Yep.
I am not fluent in ancient, but I do recognize a few words. Welcome and ascension.
Ascension.
To a higher plane of existence. The race of people who built the Stargate, they eventually evolved to a point where they ascended to a state of pure energy.
That'd be great.
Yeah, well, sadly, it's a matter of evolution. Anyway, I'm sure we got more than enough now. There we go. And have a look, shall we? Okay, then. Any volunteers?
I'll go.
Just, back out if you encounter anything problematic.
Problematic.
Yeah, like poisonous atmosphere, acid atmosphere, no atmosphere. Hey, it's mouth on a stick. Only shows you so much.
Okay. Here goes. Weird.
What is wrong?
Yeah, it's gonna hurt my hands a little.
Okay, so get out of there.
I'm trying to, but it's pulling me in.
I got you.
Okay, come on, guys, get me out of here.
We're trying.
Try harder.
I don't know, we proved this. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, it is. It's pulling me in.
It's too strong.
Don't touch the barrier! Going off world?
M7G677.
It's playing with all the kids, right?
They're having trouble with their EM field generator, and McKay has decided that I am the most capable person in all of Atlantis to fix it.
Hey, don't worry. They're a great group of kids. You're gonna love them.
My sister has a child. He breaks things. He throws things. He smears things onto furniture.
Colonel Shepard, need you up in the control room. Oh, you still here?
We were just leaving.
Well, do say hi to the kids for me.
Te vola. Say hi to the kids for me. Ja ti dám. This is takovej vůl.
2 Wraith cruisers.
How far away are they?
A day, maybe a day and a half. I've been tracking them for some time now. But good news is, it doesn't look like they're headed this way.
Just passing through the neighborhood?
Yeah, it looks that way. But I just discovered something rather curious. Short but intense energy bursts passing between them.
They're fighting each other?
In my expert opinion, yes.
That's good news.
Certainly is. If there's any change in course at all, let me know.
I just cut short a call with the Secretary of State. I hope this is worth it.
I'm sorry, sir, but a situation is developing that you need to be made aware of. It couldn't wait.
All right, then, make me aware of it.
We've noticed an increase in chatter amongst the Trust recently. The Goa'uld have infiltrated the highest ranks of the organization. We've discovered that their access to government agencies has gone a lot deeper than we realized.
How much deeper?
Atlantis.
They know about it.
Worse, they've been there. They planted a bomb somewhere in the city.
So, let me ask you something. As a scientist, does it bother you that most of your work, no matter how brilliant, will eventually be considered misguided? Because that would bother me.
I'm sorry?
Well, given enough time, everything's pretty much proven wrong, right?
No.
Everything from the Earth being flat to the sun revolving around us.
Well, if you want to go back hundreds of years...
Scientists get it wrong more times than they get it right. Take the tomato.
Excuse me?
Well, after the conquest of Mexico in 1519, tomatoes were carried eastward to Europe, where they were believed to be poisonous.
Shouldn't you be concentrating on what you're doing?
I got it covered. You worry about you.
I am worried about me. This is the first flight this thing has had since it was shot down and repaired. It deserves all of your attention.
It made it to the mainland. If anything was going to go wrong, it would have gone wrong by now. It took the Italians and the Spaniards to realize that tomatoes are in fact delicious.
Good for them.
Columbus was Spanish. He figured out the Earth was round.
He was Italian?
So I wonder what it is that makes Spaniards so good at debunking bad science. You're not Spanish, are you?
Oh, yes, of the Barcelona McKays. Now, if you don't mind...
is it, turbulence?
The inertial dampeners on this thing should have smoothed that out.
What the hell? Right drive pod's intermittently switching to reverse thrust.
Cut it, I can drive with just the left pod.
It's not recognizing any of my commands.
Brace for impact.
What?
We're going down. Mayday! 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 Mayday!
We're hoping that these people have something to trade. We are wasting our time. The looks of it, they barely have enough food to feed themselves. And their technology, well, let's just say that this about sums it up, huh?
Establishing good relations with our neighbors is not just about trade.
Right. But do we need to make friends with every primitive agrarian society in the Pegasus galaxy?
All right, that's enough. They can't all be planets with cool technology and open-minded women.
I don't see why not.
Greetings. I am Eldred.
I'm Shepard. This is Ronan, Taylor, McKay.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, but it's harvest time and we must prepare our tribute for the tower.
The tower?
You must come from a distant land indeed if you have not heard of the tower. I don't know of anyone who is not under its protection.
Protection from what?
The Wraith?
Is this tower close by?
I will show you. Come. There.
Is it my imagination, or does that look a lot like...
The central spire of Atlantis?
Yes.
Previously on Stargate Atlantis.
Dr. Weir, we're ready to go. We'll meet you at the rendezvous site.
Your identification code was used to access this city's operating system.
You think that I'm working for the Trust?
Oh my God.
People just sit and watch this box for hours at a time.
Yeah, people do.
Is it that engaging?
It depends what's on it. There are lots of programs on dozens of channels, every day, all day.
Most of which are fictional representations of ridiculously attractive people in absurd situations.
There are educational programs, all sorts of documentaries. Not many people watch them, but, well, they're on.
And that's what everybody on your planet does for entertainment. Watch a box.
Not everyone, although I will confess to the occasional half hour of Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
It's the name of the show, Jeopardy.
Sounds dangerous.
Double Jeopardy? That's twice as dangerous. It's a proximity alarm. Something's out there.
The ship?
No. There's two of them. There's another one in lower orbit.
Another what?
I don't know, but big enough to hold a person.
Maybe it's a coffin.
Perhaps jettisoned from a ship?
Space burial?
No. It's definitely not a coffin. I'm reading life signs coming from inside of both of them. Whoever's in there, they're still alive.
Dr. Weir, the first pod is ready.
I'm on my way down. Colonel Caldwell, I see you have arrived without your ship.
Yes, well, Hermion's doing some repairs to the hyperdrive that requires traveling in a wide orbit around the solar system. So while my ship flies in circles, I thought I'd beam down early and see if I could do a little repair work of my own.
That's not necessary.
I think it is. The host to a Gould parasite is aware of what's happening to them. I won't soon forget what I was forced to do.
Still, you can't be held responsible for your actions. Whereas I can.
No. You did what you had to do. Lives were at stake. I would have done the same thing had the situation been reversed.
Colonel Shepard's team just discovered something very interesting in the Kohal system. I was on my way down to see. Do you care to join us?
I would love to. Thank you.
Dr. Ware? Oh, Colonel Caldwell, welcome back.
Thank you, Doctor. Colonel, what do we got?
We think it's a life pod of some kind.
It appears to be designed solely for the purposes of maintaining a single human life in stasis. This one's a female.
There's another one in a decaying orbit, but we can only fit one inside the jumper.
I've already sent Lauren and Jumper 6 to recover the second pod. Ronan and Taylor went along to help them locate it.
Okay, I'm ready to crack her open. Hey.
Hello, Doctor.
She's alive. Barely. It appears we found her very near the end. All the major organs are shutting down.
How long was she out there?
There's no way to tell for certain.
So she could be an ancient.
The pod design makes me doubt that.
It's a shame she can't speak with us. Just imagine what she could tell us about her people and about what happened to her.
Elizabeth! Gotta go team to lab 3, stat!
Elizabeth,
Yes, Carson?
he's awake.
Blood pressure's fine, pulse normal. You're bouncing back quite nicely.
Bouncing back from what?
Hello, Michael. Do you remember me?
No.
I'm Dr. Elizabeth Weir. This is Lieutenant Colonel John Shepard.
You serve under my command.
Do you know where you are?
I don't even know who I am.
Your name is Lieutenant Michael Kenmore. You're in a private room off the infirmary here in Atlantis. Is that familiar to you?
Atlantis? Yeah. I think.
You're a member of a team that went off-world. You were captured by the Wraith.
I see you remember the Wraith.
What did they do to me?
We're not quite sure yet.
We sent a rescue team for you, but you were wounded during the mission.
You've been unconscious for days now. Had us worried sick.
Why can't I remember anything?
We don't know yet. Hopefully we'll learn more as we conduct further tests.
And in the meantime, I can assure you that we will give you the best possible care to help in your recovery. Keep a close eye on him. Until we know more, we need to proceed with caution. This may just be the start of our problems.
Impressive.
This is our central control room. And this is our shield generator control.
The austerity of the facility suggested it was built during the height of war.
It is well beyond our science. My skills are rudimentary at best.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Took Dr. McKay years to figure out all things ancient, and he still doesn't completely understand them.
I have a very firm grasp of ancient technology.
You've blown up entire planets, Rodney.
That wasn't my fault.
Well, it didn't do it by itself.
Are these our guests?
Yes, Chancellor. Lieutenant Colonel John Shepard, Dr. Rodney McKay, Taylor Imogen, and Ronan Dex. Chancellor Lycus.
Welcome to Taranis.
Thank you.
And thank you for finally answering our calls for assistance. We tried several addresses from the database, but we're beginning to wonder if anyone could hear us.
Sorry about that. We like to keep a low profile.
So as not to attract the attention of the Wraith.
I see. Well, hopefully you can help us. Our shield generator has been giving us trouble for some time now. Our knowledge of the technology is limited, and the ancestors regrettably neglected to leave behind instruction manuals.
Actually, they did. You probably just couldn't understand.
Good news is you found our address. I'm sure we can fix whatever needs fixing.
And by we, he means me. So, shall we get started?
I'm sure I could learn a lot from you, Doctor.
Oh. Well, I'm sure I can learn, Let's start here, shall we?
In the meantime, perhaps you'd like a tour of the facility.
Lead the way. Whew, my ears just popped.
We are deep underground. The ancestors constructed an extensive system of corridors and tunnels throughout the facility and beyond. In fact, it was by following such a tunnel beneath our nearest settlement that we discovered this facility.
What was that?
Just a tremor. Nothing to be concerned with. Please, this way.
It's harmonic tremors.
We've experienced several such tremors in recent days. I'm concerned they may have something to do with our generator problems.
Well, you say your generator's powered by geothermal energy.
Yes.
Well, then I'd say there's probably a connection.
What were you doing?
Well, that was the standard military procedure in the case of an earthquake. One hides, stands in a doorway and just checks the structural integrity of the building for the sake of the civilians.
This is the main hangar.
Hangar? For what?
Mere description would be inadequate.
I see what you mean.
Previously on Stargate Atlantis.
Hello, Michael. Do you remember me?
I don't even know who I am. I get the feeling like they know something they're not telling me.
He's not human.
I'm a wraith. I'm returning to what I was.
There are Wraith nearby.
Not only has our dear lieutenant rejoined the Wraith, but he's taken with him the knowledge that Atlantis still exists.
They will send another wave of hive ships.
We found a sister ship to the Aurora called the
Orion. Oh, chairs and seat backs into your upright and locked positions.
Be advised, we have detected a hive ship heading towards Atlantis.
All of my people have been safely relocated to the city.
Did everything go smoothly?
Yeah, they're pretty used to the back and forth by now. Have you picked up any of their contacts?
Sergeant?
Negative, ma'am. Scans are still clear. It looks like it's just the one hive ship.
And our cloak?
Up and running. All readings are in the green.
Good. Colonel Caldwell, are you in position?
Affirmative, we're out of scanning range, ready to jump into position on your go-ahead.
Excellent.
Just for the record, I still think that we should be in orbit around Atlantis, ready to open up on that hive ship the second it comes out of hyperspace.
It's one hive, Colonel, which suggests they might just be checking up on us. There's no need to confirm our presence if we don't have to. Just stand by.
Standing by.
Colonel Shepard, how goes it on your end?
Well, we're out of sensor range and all that, but whether or not we're ready to fight is a whole nother story.
But getting this ship up and running in under a month is a miracle.
We start the beatification now or later.
Rodney, if the hive opens up on us, I want Orion's drones.
Which means we're gonna need the hyperdrive to get in position.
Which means we'll need shields, which means you want everything.
I like everything. Can we do it or not?
Oh, don't get up. Shields. Yes. Jump into position. Maybe. Release the drones. Probably not.
Well, it's pointless to get in position if we can't fire.
You know, let's talk about it for a really long time. That'll help for sure.
Rodney's doing everything inhumanly possible to be ready.
I have a contact.
Atlantis report.
It's going into geosynchronous orbit. Hasn't harmed any of its weapons.
If they do, I want you to switch from cloak to shield as quickly as possible. Don't wait for my order.
Yes, ma'am.
Be a little more chatty, Elizabeth.
I'm sorry, we're just waiting for them to make the next move.
Transmitting a signal. Audio only.
Put it on speaker.
We know you were there. We mean you no harm. Please respond.
John, are you hearing this?
It's repeating again.
We mean you no harm. There is no point in hiding, Dr. Weir. We know you were there. We mean you no harm. Please respond.
Is that who I think it is?
He's addressing me by name.
I think we can assume it's Michael.